everyone, it's Chelsea Face. I hope that you're doing well today. I am very excited to see you here again. This video is going to be a review slash first impressions of Colette Decides to Die. This is by Alto Yukimura, and I believe this is a 3-in-1, but it doesn't have the numbers on the side like Viz usually does. So I'm not entirely positive if that's the case, but I will just assume that it is. We are following a girl named Colette who is fairly young. I'm not sure if they actually say how old she is at the beginning, but she's younger and she is a apothecary, and she is overworked, very, very overworked, and she feels unappreciated. She doesn't get upset by that necessarily as much as just exhaustion. She's just purely and utterly drained, and she's up dusk to dawn. She stays up super late. She barely gets any sleep. She's probably not eating right, and it leads to her feeling like death. Like, she feels awful. And so she thinks, well, if I die, I won't have to deal with this anymore. So she jumps inside of a well to herself. And that's pretty crazy considering how I didn't feel like her mood was that dark, but I guess it doesn't take much if you're on the end of your rope. And she jumps into this well, and pure Inuyasha style, she is transported into a different world, which is the underworld. And she meets Hades, which is the guy here on the cover. He's very handsome, very cute, very dark and mysterious. He is very sick, and so she starts to heal him, and all of this is on the back of the book, so I'm not really spoiling too much for you. I don't want to spoil that much for you. I try not to do that in these videos. She agrees to heal him, get something in return for it, and she just comes and checks on him frequently, and they have like a friendship. And I think it's going to turn into a romance. I don't know enough about the series to know for sure if that's the case, but I will say that this started off very slow for me personally. The art's gorgeous, it's beautiful to look at, but I wasn't in love with Colette's character as a person at first. I think she had a lot to be desired in the first couple volumes, or at least the majority of this, but she got way better at the end, and I'm starting to really like her as a person. And Hades is very interesting to me. I think he's probably my favorite so far just because he has the most in-depth character. If you plan on picking up this omnibus, I do recommend pushing through it. Maybe you'll love it page 1, but if you're anything like me and you like things to go a certain way, it did take a long time to get there, but I will continue it because it was starting to get really good at the end. We got some really interesting world building there at the end, and I think I'm more interested in that than her and his interaction. Maybe that will change. Hopefully it will change, because I do love a good romance, a good forbidden lovers, and that might be where this is heading. Please don't spoil it for me in the comments if you have read past this, because I want it to be fresh and new and exciting. And I've heard so many good things about this series, and it is really exciting that it's being published finally. So I am very, very excited to have read this, and I do highly recommend it if you are someone who is into fantasy, if you like Greek mythology, if you are someone who likes a romance, who likes apothecary stuff like Apothecary Diaries, the Moonflower Kingdom manga that I have not read yet. I hear that you know, that's kind of trending right now, is apothecary stuff. It's kind of interesting to see. I don't mind it because it leads to some really fun mystery stuff. She's probably going to have to figure out different people's ailments and learn a lot about herself, and I think we're getting bits of her past revealed to us, so there's some mystery to this. We're learning a lot about Hades and why he is the way he is, and his family and their conflicts between their family. I don't think this is going to necessarily follow Greek myth very closely. I am not an expert in Greek mythology, but so far I've already noticed some things that aren't chronicled correctly, so I think it takes a lot of religious liberties with that. So that's kind of fun. I do love a good twist on some kind of religion or philosophy or mythology. It's really, really fun to see that kind of thrown in here. I'm not sure where we are, where the setting is in this. I wish it was a little more clear to me. Maybe I missed it. I'm gonna assume that we are in Greece. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say about this. I hope that you will consider checking it out if you're interested. I would probably give this omnibus a 3.5 to 4 stars personally, just because I think that it took so long to get to the good stuff. But I did enjoy it, and I will be buying the next volume. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.